everybody. This is Cindy Utter. Welcome to my artsy endeavors. Have fun! Hey guys, Cindy Utter here. It's time for this month's Pick 10, and what I'm going to use today for our 10 prompts is called the Mixed Media Inspiration Deck, and this is by Kayla Givehand. I will try to remember to link her YouTube channel down in the description below. And her first name is spelled K-I-A-L-A, and last name Givehand, G-I-V-E-H-A-N-D. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick 10 today, and let's see what we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I'm just going to start these in the order that they are on the desk. Get that out of the way. Alright, I'm going to put them back in reverse order again. So this was the way I chose them. And here we go, number 1. Use stickers. We can do that. Here is our Pick 10 journal. And, oh, remember last month? This was crazy. It was fun, but crazy. Alright, so here we are. So the first thing we're going to do is use stickers. I got to get some stickers. I'll be right back. Alright, so the prompt is to use stickers. This is a bunch of die cuts that I have in a metal tin here, and I've got my little sticker maker here. Now, it doesn't say that we couldn't make our own stickers. It just says use stickers. So, we're going to make some stickers and use them. And let's see what we can come up with. I love these little Xyron machines. They make the greatest little stickers. And, you know, I've got all these little bits and pieces from die cut papers that, you know, let's use them. So let's just get some, I'm just trying to get a little bit of variety here. Make them all kind of have a little bit of purple in them somehow. Oh, there's a flower. Let's throw that in there. Let's see what else we got. It's a purple heart. Do you guys enjoy doing these Pick 10s? I have fun with it. I think what these do is they tend to open up your creativity, because, you know, you're not into a certain thought process on, you know, this has to be put down this way. So, oh, I like that one too. Let's throw that one in there. Alright, so we got some stickers here. This is Neo Color 2 tin is what this is. That's what my Caran d'Ache Neo Colors came in. So I just collaged it up and I use it as a sticker, as a die cut box. Alright, so we're going to use stickers. And let's see. Come on. Alright. And this is just going to be random. I'm not looking for anything specific at this point. We're just putting down stickers. This one doesn't want to come off because it's like a deli paper. They're a little bit harder to get off these, but it works. Let's put that there. So I'm just randomly putting these on here. I'm not doing any rhyme or reason. I'm just randomly putting them down. And let's stick this big flower right up here. Good place for it. And we have a couple more. Again, the deli paper ones are, see, they're harder to get off. If I had more patience, I could get it off. I'm not in the patient mood right now, though. So, okay. So step 1, use stickers. Done. Number 2 is Doodle circles. Try doodling different size circles using different pens, placing circles inside circles, etc. Also see what happens when you make different colored circles. Remember to rotate your surface as you doodle. So we're going to make circles. Let me put these off the desk. And let's just start making circles. Just doodling circles. These are circles, right? These little bitty dots. They're circles. Okay, and let's do a neon green. Alright, so we got our circles. Let's see what's next. Use a Crafty tool. Punchinella, doily, sponge, mask, mesh, plastic needle canvas with paints or spray inks. You know what? I think I'm going to get out some spray inks. Let me see what I'm going to use. Doily, sponge, masks, mesh, plastic needle canvas, etc. Okay, let me get some supplies out. Okay, so these are two pieces of texture that was sent to me a while back, and I've been wanting to use them, and what a great time to do it. So let's see, we've got purple. We're going to use a little bit of pink, and I think a little bit of yellow. So let's start with the yellow. Let's see how these are made by Marabu, M-A-R-A-B-U, and this is an acrylic paint spray, mixed media acrylic paint. It is waterproof and water resistant. Okay, so this is permanent. So let's see what happens. I love it. Can you see that? Let me bring up so you can see. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Love it! I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to use my pink. This one to put down over here to take any of the spray off, which it did. Love it! And there's still more on there. Let me just get this cleaned off. Alright. Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. Alright, so we're going to go on to another step. Add a 3D element. Alright, well before I add any 3D elements, I am going to dry it up as soon as I can get my dryer unhooked. Darn it. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to add a 2D element. I'm going to use a stencil. And then I've got some of this Viva modeling cream. Actually, I want to go with the darker. And we're going to add some of this. I like it. Yep, the bottle just tipped over. It's okay. Get back here, you. Alright, I'm going to do some right here. I don't know if you've never tried these modeling creams. I love them. I love the fact that they're like a metallic. I love the fact of how creamy they are. They're so easy to put down. I enjoy using these. I really do. They're a lot of fun. Alright. Okay, so now we're going to let that dry. I'm going to get my water jug out. Okay, so we're going to let that dry, and let's see what our next one is. Our next card is add a gel medium or modeling paste through a stencil, let it dry, and add fluid paint over it. Well, guess what? We're going to do that in just a second. So I think I'm going to use this again, and I think I'm going to use some modeling paste. I'm just going to use it as white. Better yet, let's use some fiber paste. I've got some fiber paste here. Yeah, let's use some fiber paste. Why not? I'm going to use it right over the same stencil. It's just fiber paste. It's just going to give it another effect. And then once I get all these done, I will actually dry it up, and then we'll put the inks down. So just kind of adding to it. I'll put a little bit right here. Perfect. Okay. Just wiping this off on the page next to it. No big deal. It's all good. Alright, and then I gotta let it dry, and I gotta add fluid paint over it, which that's all good. We can do that. I'm just gonna speed it up a little bit with the heat gun. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've got this pretty well dry. Now I've got to add the fluid paint over top of it. So I got out this doily, pardon me, that I was using the other day on my jelly plate. And I've got a couple fluid paints here. I've got fluorescent green and fluorescent pink from Golden. So we're going to have some drippage. And we're just going to see what happens. Maybe. Maybe not. Wonder if I didn't open this one yet. Ah, that's exactly why. This one I actually got in an Art Snacks box, so that's why it's not open yet. And I'll almost bet you that pink's the same way. Alright, let me get these open. I'll be right back. Alright, so just because so Golden knows, that was a pain in the butt to get open. Both of them. But anyways. Alright, so let's just do some drippage and let's see what we got going on here. I don't really want to do a whole lot of wet on this, so I'm just going to try to let gravity take its course. Because who has any clue where this page is going? And then I'm going to let it drip back the other way. You know what? Let's do it this way too. And then we're going to do it this way. That I didn't need at all. Haha, I like it. I like it. I like it. Alright, now we need to dry it. Well, before I dry it, let me see what my next card is, and then that way if I need to get out supplies. Alright. So we did add the gel medium or modeling paste. We actually used the gel. I'm sorry, the fiber paste. Let it dry. We added fluid paint over it. Now let's see what we've got. Go wild. Choose your own technique. You know what? I think I want to play with this paint while it's wet. So I am going to take I'm just going to play. So this is my own technique. I'm just going to play in the paint. This is my wild. Alright, there was my wild, my own technique, whatever you want to call it. I was playing in the inks. Alright, next, doodle. Okay, well, for that to happen, we need to get this dry, so I'll be right back. Alright, so this just says doodle. Now, this ink is not all the way dry, but there's some pieces here that I want to bring out. So I want to bring back out this heart. I'm going to bring out this flower. Okay. Cards over. Just a doodling. This is a pen touch Sequoia quick dry permanent opaque pen. I actually kind of like these. Got a ball in it. Actually, I kind of like them. Just bring some of these back out again. I like it. So anyways, I hope you guys do enjoy doing these pages. Definitely let me know, if you'd like me to continue them, or, if you want to have the Art Junkie have somebody else play around. Either or, it's good with me. I don't mind. Let's see. Come on, I know you're in there. They're just so much fun. Alright, so I just brought those out a little bit. Okay. Just a doodling. Ooh, I just got a bunch of ink. Choo, choo, choo. Alright, let's see what our next one is. Our next one is create and use shapes from old book pages. Okay, let me think about that one for a second. Alright, so I happen to have this drawer that has got exactly what I'm looking for in it. Create and use shapes from old book pages. This is stuff that I have created on old book pages. Sometimes when I sit, you know, if I'm sitting watching a program at night or just, you know, hanging out on the couch on a pain management day, I want to do something, but I don't, you know, have a whole lot that I can do. I will actually sit with an old dictionary and just start drawing things and that kind of stuff. So I actually have some things here that I think I'm going to use on this page. And then I have things that I've drawn and I just haven't colored yet. So that's what this kind of stuff is. Different flowers, different boxes, circles, you name it. Borders. Just play. So I am going to use these down below. That doesn't really matter. Just trying to see if there's anything else in here. I also have other things, like these are things that other people have sent to me, flowers that are really cool. It's one of my monsters I made. Haha, maybe he can go on here. You know what? He's out of book text too, so you know what? He might go on here. Maybe, maybe not. So let's see. All right, let me see. I'm going to use these. Kind of like this, but I don't want all of it. I'm actually going to take away some of the book text. So yeah, when if you want to be creative, but yet you can't, you know, get into your art studio per se, or get into your craft, you know, area. You know, you want to spend time with the family, and you know, maybe Hubs is watching a game or whatever. You sit down and watch a movie together, whatever the case may be. I usually have something like this that I can play with while I'm doing that, because my hands, I can't keep my hands idle. They just don't stay that way. So let's see what we got. See what these look like on here. They may look like poo, or they may be okay. We'll find out in a minute. I am still fighting this nasty pneumonia. It's been 3 months. I tell you, it's getting old. Yep. Come on. You're going to sit there, and you're going to be on there. There's one. I want a different kind of a flower. There's a purple one. I don't know if you guys can hear the music I have on right now, but it's on Pandora and it's called Global Chill. And it's just nice, relaxing music. At least I think it's relaxing. Okay. And put this last flower down here. Alright, so those are going to go there. And I want something else to add, so let's see, what else can we get in here? Kind of like to be one of the houses. Let me see if I can find a house. See, things like that. There's trees. That's not made out of book text, though. Bunch of trees. Where's my houses? There's a house. You know what? The house is going to go on there just because I can. Just because I can. Right? Why not? I don't see any other houses in here. I know I made a whole bunch of them. This one might go in here better. Oh, it'd be nice if I could take some gesso and calm down some of that background, but I don't know if that's in the plans for this. Alright, so there's that. Let me get these all glued down, and I'm actually going to use a heavier matte medium for this. So let me grab that. Alright, so I got out some of my gel here. And I think this gel, I don't know, it's really funky. I wonder if there's a date on it. No, but it's just icky. Icky, icky, but hey, as long as it works, that's all that matters. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some gel medium on this. Now I have to be careful what kind of mediums I use to put this stuff down, because a lot of times I will use like Tombows or water soluble style pens when I'm making this stuff on the couch. I don't know why, just because that's what I end up using. So I just have to be really careful if I'm going to do a lot of gluing over top of it, just to keep in mind that it's possible that it may run or may bleed. So I just have to be careful. And just put what I need down for it to stay, and not just, you know, overdo it on the glues and stuff. And apparently this one, this is really, really thick glue. Apparently this one I didn't use water soluble on because it's not running at all. Alright, now I want to put this house on here. Just because I can. Make sure I use quite a bit of glue on this because it is of a harder cardstock. So it's not flimsy at all. I'll put that right there just because I can. Yep. Oh, I better hold that. I don't know if I gotta glue anything else. Alright, so there's my book page. Let's see what's next. We only have 2 more cards. Draw, paint, color, or doodle a border around the page. Okay, well I already did the little doodle for the dots. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that in the water. I think I'm going to take my Sharpie doodle around my house. So we can see I have a house here. A border, huh? Maybe I can make it a little bit bigger. Let me get this out of the way. Alright, let's see what we can do to make this border stand out a little bit more. So much fun. Okay, I'm not going to do that on the top though, but I am going to do it on the bottom. Okay. All right, let's see what else we've got. Scribble words. Try scribbling a list of adjectives or verbs that describe your current mood or state. Scribble your name over and over. Scribble your thoughts as to obscure them. Scribble, huh? I don't know as I want to scribble so much, but where's my ink brush? Oh, da, 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 da. Gotta figure out where it is. Let me find my brush. Alright, so I can't find my pen. I actually have a brush. It's a water brush that's got Sumi ink in it, but what's in here? Derpy! Found it. Imagine that, some of the water brushes. Alright, so this one's got ink in it. Alright, and we are just going to scribble. Boy, I'm just not talkative today, am I? Alright, I think that's it. That's as far as I'm going to go with this one. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's been a fun page. I like doing these pages because you have no idea where they're going to go, and it's so nice to do them in just a way that you don't pre-think, because there is absolutely no pre-thinking about these. So here you go. Here is our pick 10 for this month. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. As always, check out our Junkie. She's got several artists doing these for her once a month. We all take turns. And show us what you've got. Show us what you do. We'd love to see it. As always, we'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed that video. As always, hit like, share, comment. I'll answer any of the comments that you have or questions. And as always, be kind, have fun, that's what life's all about, and happy creating. We'll talk to you soon. Bye!